G'day trendsetters, coming to you today from Mount Pleasant. There's the Mount Pleasant Hotel, Motel. There's the Lady Gravel Cyclist. We're knocking out a really sweet ride today. It's got a decent amount of climbing. It's going into the hinterlands through some towns such as Palmer, Tungkilo and elsewhere. And likely not a lot of tree cover, but it's sort of early-ish. Let's get cracking. There is some marvelous scenery along this route. Notice the sign here, Kidman Trail that way. Good times guarantee riding that. Police station. The Robber's Dog Distillery, which once upon a time was a bank building. So if somebody has a face like a robber's dog, they're not that good looking. I love Australia, man. Trendsetters, a close-up look at a Aussie post office for you, for those fans. So there you have the private mailboxes. Hey, we've got a Telstra phone booth out the front, amazing, with free Wi-Fi. The actual post office itself, which is closed at the moment. And there's where you drop your mail, in the little box there. And when she's open, go on through the door. There's the Mount Pleasant Oval, where once upon a time the Gravelade events started and finished. It's a real shame that event's no longer. First gravel road of the day, of many, right on the edge of town. Yeah. That was a cattle truck. And there is my steed for this entire trip, the Time ADHX 45. Notice how filthy it is. I haven't cleaned this bike in about 2.5 weeks, aside from applying some Allied Cycle Works Grax or Squirt wax-based chain lube, the best there is. Welcome to the small South Australian town of Tungkilo. They're doing some tree trimming today. There isn't much here actually. We're going to press on with our route. There you go, nice little walking trail, Lavender Federation Trail. And this is Tungkilo Hall and the public bathroom, or dunny, as some of us say in the land down under. Oh, it's actually the post office as well, the postal agency. Punchy little climb out of Tungkilo. couple of kangaroos off in the distance hopping along. Oh yes, they're very wary of us. Hello. Oi! So beautiful and peaceful out here, trendsetters. We've spotted one car so far. And that noise, if you caught it, is a magpie warbling. There's actually water in this creek. That's really good to see. Granted, the water might be moving rather slowly. It's a little bit stagnant in some places, but that's a sign there's been plenty of rainfall late in 2023. Do I know you? Hello again, trendsetters. We're not too far from the small town of Palmer, if you're Americano, Palmer, whatever. Anyway, Palmer, that's the way you pronounce it. Moving on, you might notice the distinct difference in the trees in this section of the course. Really tasty section of course coming up, and there's no wonder this is part of the old stomping grounds of the Gravel event. I really wish somebody would resurrect that event. If I was living here, I'll resurrect it. And here is some sludge from the recent rainfall. Welcome to sheep territory. Uncertain if you can see that in the camera shot. There's some wheat silos clumped together. That's the small little blip of Apamura. I rode through there a few days ago. Also in this valley is the town of Springton. I'll likely have to use both hands on the handlebar momentarily. This descent gets a bit spicy pretty soon. In fact, if you ride this descent backwards, as in ascending the climb, it is a steep little bugger, and there's some really loose sections. It's rather challenging. This is the loose section I was referring to. You have to exercise caution descending, and well, climbing. It's about 14% thereabouts at its steepest point. Further down the descent, what a view. LGC's doing her best descending this sucker. Oh shit, she just crashed. You okay? You just hit the deck. Super easy to do. This is a really crazy descent. And we are through safely. And FYI trendsetters, this is not a private road, but obviously open and close the gate. The important part, close the gate. Extend up LGC's injuries. You're a tough nut. Feeling good still?
Yeah, feel good.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't a hard hit. Super easy to lose the front wheel, rear wheel and so on a really loose descent or climbs. Reminder, if you're driving a semi-trailer, don't be hauling ass around the corner. You might tip over. Reedy Creek. It's a bit dry right now. Hello again trendsetters, welcome to Palmer, home of the Bear Rock. Here we are rolling into the CBD of Palmer, South Australia. And here is the Palmer General Store, which we're going to visit. It's also host to the post office. This is difficult to see with the sun glare, but there's an information screen here. The Palmer Kiosk, community notice board. There's the post boxes, if you have a box here. Here we are inside the general store, and also services the post office. This is not like US Postal Service, but similar. Anyway, if you're passing through Palmer, 8 to 5, you need to come visit this place. And there's the storekeeper right there. Thanks mate for having us. Farewell to Palmer. A little bit of bitumen and back on the gravel shortly. It is dry, hot and desolate at this part of the course. Temperatures are pretty toasty now. Low 30 Celsius. Good thing there's a decent amount of tree cover here and there. Though the sun is baking on some of these long exposed sections of road and the draggy climbs we've been encountering. Super sandy corrugations or washboards. Tough little climb. Welcome to the shade. Shade break?
Yeah,
Shade break.
Shade for water back there.
In your truest of words, how can you sum up the heat here this afternoon? It's about 33, 34 Celsius, so that's about probably around about 90 Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit less.
It's definitely different than Florida heat. It's super intense in the sunshine. I feel like I'm in some sort of purgatory hell.
Like almost a convection oven sort of thing.
Not quite as oven-like as the farmlands the other day. That was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Different kind of, just like blazing hot heat. Probably just regular oven. Isn't in the shade.
Yeah, it's very different to some parts of the United States. I'm thinking folks will be used to this sort of heat, say Nevada, Arizona, that kind of thing. Anyway, enough gas bagging. We've only got about 6.5 k's to go. Ascending's okay, but let's be honest here, descending is way more fun. What goes up must go down. Alrighty trendsetters, that wraps up today's ride experience video, starting and ending here in beautiful Mount Pleasant, South Australia, joined by LGC, Ladder Gravel Cyclist. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for interesting ride experience videos such as this one. No bull, gravel bike reviews, other product reviews, and general madness. Oh, I've got a dog greeting. He's running this way quickly. Hey, let's go. Here he comes. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, you grumpy old bugger. As all of it is released to the channel, I'll see that bloke there and LGC in the next video.